What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Douyu Cup. It's going to be the third and final game of the day and of this series. Energy Pacemaker won. Newbee Young won. That means that this game is going to be on the knife's edge. I'm Mikelorus, going to be joined by Kefka. And of course, we're going to be presenting this on HeflaTV with a little help from esportgaming.com. Check them out, place some bets. Not on this game, but future games, perhaps. Yeah, that's maybe a little bit too late. I don't know. It might be. Who knows? Either way, EP just convincingly took game one, and it seems like they did successfully switch things up since the first game, dude. Seems like these teams are actually pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, it's very even games. There has been a lot of back and forth with these teams, and there's a Pacemaker going for the clockwork for the first time in a row here. Feeling really confident in HeflaTV.
As well, they should. Like, the hero in and of itself, I think, is worth it, but then HeflaTV, in the last game, he pretty much on the mark with his hook shots.
Yeah, he played really well last game, and no team picking up Gyro. Hasn't Gyro lost both games?
Yes, I want to say.
I think Energy Pacemaker played it the first game and lost, and Newbee Young lost game. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's how it is, and now it gets banned, so no, we're not gonna see the Gyro this game at least, which I'm happy about. I don't want to see that hero anymore. It's been played too much.
Yeah, just get something a little bit different, perhaps. Not gonna see anything significantly different just yet, as EP grab Alina instead of that Gyrocopter Clockwork opening. Maybe just gonna fix her up against the Shadow Fiend in mid. It should be Earthshaker to be banned out here from Newbee Young unless they want to face up against it, or pick it up themselves. But actually no, Newbee Young grabbing Shaker here seems really good. Shadow Fiend Shaker versus potential Lina, you could destroy that lane.
Yeah, it's very nice to have Earthshaker with the Shadow Fiend. I'm surprised Energy Pacemaker did not ban it out, but they want to get rid of Storm. I don't think Storm could do a lot of work against both Clockwork and Lina. It's kind of hard for Clockwork to deal with Storm, and it's very hard overall against a hero like that. And Newbee Young looking for 4th ban. We talked about Earthshaker, so I would be surprised if they don't pick it up. They might want Energy Pacemaker to pick it themselves though.
Or we'll just have this situation again where Tusk is just kind of ignored, and you grab Tusk because he's there, and then they will pick up the Shaker EP. This is going to get Rubik a little bit more value out of his potential spell steals, but again, Shaker Shadow Fiend is super strong. Shaker Lina is just as strong, maybe a little bit even more so.
Yeah, this is what Newbee Young wanted to have happen. They get Tusk, which is a great hero, and now they have Rubik against Earthshaker, so they're ignoring Earthshaker. Probably was exactly what they wanted, and it worked out perfectly, which is very nice for them.
10 seconds remaining.
And now what do Newbee Young really want to go for? They have the Tusk, who's so far been played as support, so Tusk Rubik, a little bit awkward perhaps, but enough to get kills on the Lina and Shaker, kind of clunkier heroes. So Newbee Young looking for a core hero, looking for an off lane. Maybe they just want to grab someone like a Darkseer right now, since it has been banned during the past couple of games.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they pick an offlane. Darkseer is very nice. It's been 5th banned 2 games, or at least been banned both these games. Not sure what they are looking for. They have some flexibility. They might be waiting to pick it last, since they have Tusk that you can pro offlane, so you don't want to show your cards until the last pick. So they might be looking for that and picking up a carry now.
Ooh, they're going to go for the Ember Spirit, which did do some pretty good work in the previous series, I think that was. Ember Spirit, he gets a lot worse as the enemies pick up more CC. However, the CC that Energy Pacemaker have, perhaps a little bit difficult to land on an Ember Spirit. They have a lot of magical damage, which will be getting the shields kind of extra value there. I think this is a reasonable pick here for Newbee Young, although it's definitely not too late for EP to counter this hero just by like grabbing a Lion.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I wonder what Energy Pacemaker is going to respond with. The Ember Spirit earlier today, played by Xingqiu, it was amazing, and I think they're going to respect ban Douyu, maybe just because of that. It was very scary to face. And Energy Pacemaker has a lot of options here. They pick their offlaner. Lina can be played as mid or support. I think it's going to be mid this time around, because Lina Earthshaker is very strong. In the mid lane you can have a really nice setup for your Light Strike Array and get a lot of kills on a hero like Shadow Fiend. So I would assume they will pick their carry as well, the same as Newbee Young here.
Alright, so what carry should they really be looking for? Usually it's, heroes like Anti-Mage, you can very clearly get signals on when it's a good time to pick him. If you're up against, Storm Spirit or Leshrac or something, he gets a lot better. You really have to look at the enemy's CC status for that. Heroes like Lifestealer, who we saw earlier today, not good versus Ember Spirit, so you would really like to avoid that, even, not that great versus Tusk either. So it seems like right now EP don't really have any clear pick as far as carry is concerned. In that situation, you really want to have someone like a Gyrocopter who's just a kind of catch-all type carry hero. Maybe they're going to go for someone like a Slark just so that they could abuse the lack of control on Newbee Young.
Yeah, they might decide to go for the Skywrath here, which is nice against Ember Spirit. Also, overall very good for Energy Pacemaker with Clockwork and Skywrath having amazing synergy. Also, Earthshake and Skywrath is very strong as dual support. They can kill offlaner very easy and also rotate mid, and they can actually just run around together and solo kill. Also, they are very strong at defending high ground with Blink on Earthshaker and then Skywrath ultimate to follow up. You can blow up a hero before the fight happens.
I like the Skywrath Mage pick. We saw quite a bit of action from the Skywrath Mage in the last game, so hopefully we'll see a similar performance in this one. It was pretty much single-handedly keeping the bottom lane in check for the Energy Pacemaker side. We have Faceless Void to be banned out. Not really the most common hero in the world, but he's really good up against Shadow Fiend, actually. You'd have to worry about the Death Requiem, but what are you going to do? But with the combos with the Skywrath Mage and the Lina, I think this is a justifiable ban, but still, if you're looking for a carry hero, there are always good options. For Newbee Young, the Undying is going to get kicked out, and they're looking for a support at this point. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a really nice pick, I think. Maybe even Pugna offlane here, possibly with a Tusk. But that's a really good pick overall. It's incredibly good against everything Energy Pacemaker has. Every single hero is mana reliant. Clockwork maybe a bit less, but even him has to be able to go into the fights, and against the Pugna ward is going to be very hard.
Yeah, the first thing that comes to mind with Pugna is, are they going to push? Which isn't necessarily the case here for Newbee Young. Is the Nether Ward going to destroy them? And if you guys have ever played a pub game as a Skywrath Mage in an all-pick match, what? Okay. If you ever played an all-pick match, you know that if you pick Skywrath Mage, the enemy team is guaranteed to pick a Pugna because that's just life. So many spell-reliant heroes on NG Pacemaker's side, so Pugna's ward is going to be a top priority for EP to kill. Then they grab a Troll Warlord. I don't know what patch they think this is, but Troll Warlord is, again, I think still a pretty good hero. Doesn't really have that much value out of his ultimate in this particular game, so I don't really know if this is the game for him.
That's a very weird pick. I was thinking that Energy Pacemaker has very hard choosing a carry. I couldn't think of a single one that would be good. And I think they were in a similar position themselves. They couldn't really... Okay, what heroes can we actually pick? I can't really come up with one that's really good here. And they decided to go with Troll Warlord in that. I'm not sure how this is gonna be. Will they go aggressive tri-lane? And I have no clue what EP are gonna do with this, or how the Troll Warlord is gonna work out.
Yeah, I'm not really sure either. Was Bloodseeker banned? I don't think it was.
That could have been a really good pick. That could probably have been a better pick than Troll Warlord.
Well, Troll Warlord is not a hero that's been receiving a lot of love lately because of the recent nerfs, but we'll see if this works out well for EP regardless. For right now, Newbee Young, though, they're going to be loading out all 5 on the north lane. Guys, this game is, of course, supported by esportgaming.com. Check them out. Play some bets for future games. And we will have an Immortal giveaway after this game. It's going to be 1 viewer, 1 sub to get 1 Immortal apiece. That'll be drawn right after. And, well, it's going to be a smoke up from Newbee. We got Iwi leading the way as the Pugna Mur on the Rubric for the 3rd time. Melody on the 3rd time. Tusk got Piao on the Ember Spirit, and that leaves SC on the Shadow Fiend. They do see the Troll Warlord. That's a big snowball incoming. Fawn is going to be completely surrounded with heroes, chained to the floor. Not a good start for any hero, let alone a Troll Warlord. Ooh, also Fissure. That's going to help disengage for Old Chicken, but... Okay, it will just be the Troll Warlord to die.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, very nice start for Newbee Young here. Troll Warlord dying already. I don't think it matters too much that he dies, but it's very nice. Who got the first blood? Shadow Fiend got the first blood. He's gonna have ball already. This is a very good start for him, and this is a very aggressive snowball.
They're gonna get fissured. They're gonna hit with the LSA. Piao doesn't have a shield right now, but they we'll get the telekinesis, which will pull everyone away from Piao and keep him very much so alive. A little bit too aggressive, perhaps, coming out from Newbee Young, but the instant bottle coming out from Shadow Fiend is going to make this mid lane so much worse. Generally, the Lina versus Shadow Fiend matchup is actually pretty good for Lina, but I don't think it's really comparable if Shadow Fiend gets an instant bottle.
Yeah, and Newbee Young will put the Pugna. Pugna is the first position hero here. He will go safe lane against the Clockwork, which is a very good matchup for the Pugna, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but Pugna has a very good movement speed. He has one of the highest in early game. Also has some very nice push potential in 1 versus 1 lineup.
On top lane, they're going to get another lift off onto the Scarith Mage. Fissure not really helping him out, however. Piao taking a lot of damage. Bond will get the kill in a 1-1 trade. Not a trade that Newbee really wanted to be making. Fissure kind of screwing over the Scarith Mage, but helping to secure the Ember Spirit. Kind of worth the trade there.
Yeah, and Troll Warlord is not a hero you want to give an advantage in laning phase. When he hits level 3, he suddenly has a lot of damage with Whirling Axe slowing them, and also a very nice nuke that costs very little mana.
And that still holds true for Troll Warlord even after those recent nerfs, so as he gets more experience, he's going to be a lot more threatening. Over in the bottom lane, it's actually not going to be Pugna versus Clock, which is a matchup that I have actually never seen before. At least nothing has really come to mind, but I would have liked to see it. Ember Spirit's going to take that role anyway. This is going to be a much better lane for Shadow.
A lot of heroes mid.
Oh, geez, old chicken. Suddenly a million heroes. 2 raises going to connect, a couple more right clicks. Pugna's going to grab that one, sneaking in a right click, I think. You don't expect that coming in that quickly. Like, you don't group up as 4 heroes 2 minutes in. That just doesn't happen.
Yeah, the rotations from Newbee Young, they don't want to go this aggressive trial. And I'm not sure what they were thinking from the beginning. I talked about the possibility of EP going aggressive with the troll pick, and that might have been what Newbee Young were thinking. They wanted to dodge it and put Pugna safe in. And now they have to rotate, but thankfully for them, they got a free kill in mid because Pugna just ran there and did 1 auto attack and then ran up. So he got that 1 kill free for free.
Right, so Uwe is going to be ultimately up against a Troll Warlord Skywrath Mage duo. It's not really the most dangerous lane in the world, but we already saw the potency of Skywrath Mage as a lane poker in the last game, and Pugna is a lot less durable than a Tidehunter, so he will have to pay that some respect. He will just start trading hits with 5400, actually getting the upper hand there, but then here comes Troll Warlord. Range axe slow, melee for the damage, and Uwe bit off so much more than he could actually chew. Will he actually go down here? A couple more right clicks. This bolt is lethal.
Dead. Yeah, he's
Run
dead.
away! Poor guy.
370 movement speed, almost saving his life. Almost got out of that, but Skywrath being able to finish it off with the Arcane Bolt, very nice for them. And the Pugna is not really sure what he's gonna do now with Tusk not helping out, which I would prefer. I think they can have a really good duo lane up here if Pugna was there with the Tusk.
It's just not going to happen. Pugna can't afford to stay up on the top lane. He's very quick, granted, but speed is not really going to save you. Oh, SC, LSA, what the? How do you slip through there? It does not look like there's enough room for that, but SC, luckily not going to get hit with the LSA, is going to slip out alive, and if he was to get hit by that, I don't even know if it would have been a kill regardless. He does have Magic Wand, so Earthshaker trying to make his presence known. Uwe doing the exact same thing, but Newbee Young have to concede this top lane completely because they are not rotating their Tusk away, and even now Pugna is getting chased down by the Skywrath Mage. Skywrath Mage really got to do this before the Pugna gets some experience, but man, 5400 is doing some serious work right now.
Yeah, a lot of damage on this Pugna, but with the movement speed he will get away. He might be able to pick up Tranquils here on the lane, but he can't really go against Troll Warlord. Troll Warlord is amazing at chasing down heroes.
Under attack.
And at a certain point, Troll Warlord will just like play kind of like a Viper, where he's standing between the enemy hero and the friendly creep wave. So he'll just sit there and range attack, getting last hits while at the same time zoning the enemies and threatening just the range axe slow, melee whirling axe damage portions of those skills. And there's not much that you could do with any hero. Even if Newbee Young like rotate 2 heroes up tier right now and have like a 2v2 lane, I still think Troll Warlord, especially being level 5, even though he's gone for a lot of fervor, which is weird, he will be strong enough to hold this lane. I would thought you would go for whirling axes, but I guess with no opposition you don't go for that.
It's fine either way. He can do a lot of work with a lot of fervor stacks, take tower very fast, take ancients and things like that. It's just some people prefer different builds. I think either is fine, and just as long as you play accordingly. With face boots, Pagna can't stand on top lane. This hero is so strong at zoning with face can just chase down anyone, and Pagna is not doing anything right now. Just running around in mid lane with a TP. Don't have no clue what he's supposed to do.
I guess you start stacking, and someone on your team is gonna take it. Ember Spirit's not terrible at taking stacks. Pugna, should he have a maxed out blast, is pretty good at taking stacks as well, but he's only level 2, so I don't think that's gonna happen for a very long time. The upside of Pugna is, of course, there. It requires him to get experience to get that maxed out Nether Ward, or at least a point of Nether Ward, to provide some serious value. But the downside of Pugna is that if he's not in lane, then he's a super awkward hero. He is probably going to have to be forced to take this kind of pseudo support role. Maybe Melody Lover is going to start playing the quote-unquote off-lane Tusk now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're planning to do. It feels really weird right now. They can't rotate Ember to jungle either, otherwise they could have the Pugna safe lane. And this Troll Ward is free farming with a lot of the knights as well, which is not really for any use here, since there's no one standing up here.
He's making sure that he's not going to be pushing into the enemy tower just yet. With the maxed out fervor, he said he can very easily destroy the tower once he gets to it, but then Newbee Young get a free source of experience as long as he keeps the wave right here, as he has been. No one is going to be going up in that top lane for Newbee, so the Troll Warlord is denying to his heart's content. We have an Invis Rune picked up for the Lina, and Piao is going to run straight into the Clockwork. Surprise! Oh, he actually dodges it with the Remnant jump. Old Chicken. He get blindsided. Now he's on the run right now. There's no telekinesis, but Xiao Chulei still catches 2 in the cogs. Battery Assault trying to go for the Ember Spirit. We'll get the kill, at least Lina will. Shower, she misses an LSA completely. Now the blast as Murray's going to chase forward for a little bit more. Level 2 Fade Bolt should get this kill after a couple of right clicks. Lina trying to bottle up. Will land an LSA. Right clicks though will get the kill for Pugna. And man, this is the second Laguna dodge of the day.
Yeah, some amazing Ember play today. And just looking at offlaners, I was going to mention this before. Pugna with that double kill, he got experience for 2 kills there. He's still 2 levels behind the Clockwork, which is pretty good for Xiao Tulei here. This Pugna has not been working out at all, and he's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. He doesn't really know what to do or where he can go to get the farm that he needs or the experience.
But hey, at least he gets something, right? He has a chance now to get a little bit more on the top lane, since after that fight, you pop Ring of Basilius as Troll Warlord, you start auto-attacking the creep wave, and you start pushing in. It's going to give a lot of experience to the Pugna, but not enough to really make him as relevant as he would like to be. Regardless of that fact, they still take down the Lina. Yeah, they lose their Ember Spirit, which is a costly death. Piao already has 2 deaths to his name, but he is level 6. He should, for the most part, be able to dodge those types of events, and Shadow Fiend is still farming away for Newbee Young. So even though their Pugna is in a really awkward position, their mid and side lanes are still going decently.
I think EP are very happy about Ember being on the farm and letting Shadowfiend having a bit more. Troll Warlord is a great hero against Shadowfiend. Just get on top of him and you will never be able to get Requiem off, and you can't really man-fight against a Troll Warlord. And Ember could have done some really nice work against the Troll because he doesn't have to stand anywhere close, just spam Slide of Fist and take him down. But this way, Troll Warlord will be a major force in mid-game.
He has no Helm of the Dominator coming out just yet, and I mean, you can just buy it in the side shop. So just getting the Phase Boots, getting the Morbid Mask, not really translating that into any huge items just yet. Shadow Fiend, in fact, he has the first big item that's going to be coming, I think, in this game. It's going to be that Mechanism. With the help of a Pugna who is level 5, he actually, with his team, can go for quite effective pushes. Like, you got to remember that Pugna at this point, in this game, he was picked up primarily for his Nether Ward, but also just offering Nether Blasts can destroy towers super quickly when you have a mech Shadow Fiend backing you up. We have a smoke up here from the Shaker and the Skywrath Mage, but with no Mystic Flare, it's going to be really tough to actually get any kills.
I'm not sure if they've seen this mech. Oh, he didn't have it? Oh, my bad. I thought he was getting mech out. I thought it was a very early mech, but it's still quite formed, and if they're lucky, they might find this pick up before there's a mech or any TP support.
Oh, they're thinking about it. They were spotted, though. Now here comes rotation. Suddenly EP, they've got to book it. The Tusk may throw out walling shards, and it will wall off Lei. So Shaker is like in such a bad position right now. He'll throw out a Fissure, which will do absolutely nothing. And he will die to something right now. It's going to be Tusk to grab that last hit. So EP, get punished. They, I think, just get into the tier 2 tower vision range as soon as daylight
Radiant's
hits.
top tower is
Yeah,
under
Khan
attack.
doing a lot of damage here on top lane. Will probably not take the tower down with Pugna rotating in, but this is very close. And in mid lane, Old Chicken might go down.
Taking a lot of damage. One more right click, one more raise. Neither of which are going to come out. Old Chicken's going to be just fine. He backs off. Unfortunately, doesn't have enough mana, but we do have Piao coming in. Does he want to die for this Lina kill? It's kind of risky, but he's phasing in. He'll think better of it, and he'll jump straight back to the bottom lane. So didn't lose that much from doing that. He is going to just continue on farming. They keep Old Chicken alive, and that's a pretty big deal for EP right now. Lina is 3rd place in the net worth chart, and yeah, keeping her alive is keeping this Laguna Blade alive as well, which is going to make Newbee Young that much more scared.
Yeah, and finally Pugna being able to catch up in levels a bit at least, almost hitting level 6, while Clockwork being level 8. Very similar to last game where Clockwork was just so far ahead in levels in comparison to the Tidehunter. I think it was a very similar story.
Maybe he's going to go for the Hand of Midas again, but for right now, he's going to go for a smoke up. There is a Laguna Blade at the ready, and Shadow Fiend, he's in a good position to blow the smoke, but he doesn't see what's coming. Now they do see what's coming. Xiao Chulei, hook shot, gonna connect. LSA, guaranteed to land. Laguna Blade there as well. SC's still alive, but he will drop in the end. Now Xiao Chulei's in an awkward position, taking tower shots, walled off by the shards. He should drop to the Tusk. It's going to be the Rubik to grab the kill instead, and Rubik also grabs a level 3 Fissure. It's a good trade for EP in the short run, but losing that Fissure to the Rubik, that's a big deal. Up towards top Fawn, he's going to find Uwe right now, but still with only 1 point in Whirling Axes. He's actually not really super threatening as far as killing off enemy heroes right now.
Nope, he's quite farmed, but hasn't got any items that can make him kill anyone solo at least right now. The tower is being defended quite well from Newbee Young. This Pugna is just standing here blasting the wave and using the Crepify to keep Troll Warlord out. And this could be a really nice smoke. They do not have the most damage though. They could be backfiring.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Fawn
under
is
attack.
going to circle around. He now sees the smoke, gets fissured, gets lifted, gets snowballed. Will that be enough? With the chains there, he gets the mischance out. Now he's going to start swinging, but it's not in time. Rubik's going to draw that kill. Metal Leverage dropping pretty low as well. 5400 completely walled off by beautiful shards. Will get dropped as well. Netherward doing some damage in the background. No one can get on top of that one. And Murr grabs a double kill, catches Shout Delay with a Fissure. He'll be able to walk that one off right in between the Fissure and the trees, but still, it's a really nice smoke gang from Newbee Young, getting an additional kill, really. They just wanted the Troll Warlord, but they also get the Scarith Mage as a bonus kill.
Yeah, the Fissure was really nice from Rubik, using it instantly as soon as Troll Warlord was spotted. And Sigil being really good there. Actually, Troll Warlord without purple stacks, when they are not up, when he's starting to attack, he takes quite some time with attack speed slow from the Frozen Sigil, which is very nice, because now they can utilize the troll. They can punish the troll for going this greedy build where he has to get some auto attacks going before he gets the damage that's needed.
It's kind of rare to see trolls not going for any points in Whirling Axes. It lets him fight early on, and yeah, granted he wasn't up against any opponents, so there was no one really to fight, but it's also going to severely cut into his damage potential now that he has to fight. So usually it's just safer to get the points in Whirling Axes and sit on it, but hey, he's going to go for Berserker's Rage, going to go for that maxed out Fervor. He might be on the receiving end of yet another gank, however. He's in the trees, really tucked in there, so he won't see this one coming. But then again, nor will Old Chicken. If the chains land, there goes an Ember Spirit. He's going to see Old Chicken now. Slight chains. Well, he's going to catch two. It's Clockwork and Scarith Mage clumped up, snowball in. That's going to kill off Scarith Mage immediately. Shout Play shortly after, and they're going to try to go for Old Chicken to boot. Lift him up right into a raise. That'll kill off the third, with SC drawing a triple kill. Newbee Young are demolishing EP across the map right now with just their initiation power, and they're going to go straight into Roshan with Netherward to keep them safe. I don't think EP can actually make anything happen here.
Yeah, Ember Spirit with a beautiful initiation, double shearing chains there, and Skywrath didn't even get to use ultimate, and this is very big for Newbee Young, getting the Roshan with facing a troll that's going for our early Roshan build with the Hemotometer and also maxing Fervor as well as early levels in Berserker's Rage. He doesn't have that option now, and he's gonna have some trouble catching up in form in comparison to the Shadow Fiend. Even Ember is starting to become a force to reckon with.
He's got his drums up, now has the double life. He can just go in and go ham. Yeah, if he dies, so what? And you know, maybe he'll dodge another Laguna Blade, so he might not even die, but Yeah, Ember Spirit is becoming a pretty farmed hero. SC is getting quite a bit in the way of farm, just outright last hits, with the raises, of course, a couple stacks that he's clearing out, and he has his BKB in the works. For EP, they are pretty much just sitting on this Troll Warlord and hoping that he is enough to hold down this late game, but with only the Helm of the Dominator, he needs quite a bit more before he's fully active. Going for this Rubik kill, it's possible but difficult for the EP side, so I don't even know if that's going to happen. This Troll Warlord is in an awkward position where he's like not really used anymore for his laning, yet he kind of needs to fight and he's not ready to fight, so he's kind of across the board useless. He needs to get more items up very quickly.
And Rubik stole Berserker trade. This looks very weird. I'm not sure what's actually happening when he uses it.
Dire's structures are
You actually
fortified.
become melee permanently if you...
No, he stole the one.
Tower
He stole the
has
one that
fallen.
makes him range. It look.
Dire's
I don't know.
bottom tower
I
is
have
under
no.
attack.
I'm confused. It
Well, his
doesn't
attack range is
switch,
128 right now.
Dire's structures
Is he just...
are fortified.
I'm
Dire's
interested.
bottom
I know there's
tower
towers
is under attack.
dropping, guys, but he's... I wonder what happens if he loses it and he's melee range. Is it like Morph, where you just stay with what you got? I don't know. Tower on the bottom lane is going to fall before EP can go for theirs. Now Piao's going to jump straight in. He's going to get silenced immediately, though. With the Aegis, he doesn't really care. 5400 is going to try to TP out. He'll get interrupted, and he will get dropped. Walrus Punch going to grab that one for the Tusk. And EP, they try to race, and with the Troll Warlord, usually you can, but we're talking about a Pugna with Shadow Fiend backup. That's a lot of damage to this towers, and EP, they do not win the race. In fact, they may lose another tier 2 tower.
And a BKB on Shadowfiend getting delivered right now. He's so strong right now with nothing to deal with him. Lina doesn't even have her Yules yet. Clockwork, not sure what he's going for. Midas before. Probably gonna go for the same, even though he hasn't picked up the Gloves of Haste yet. And Troll Warlord is not strong enough to man fight yet against what Newbee has. I'm not sure how they're gonna deal with it. I think they have to try and split push and trade until they're strong enough.
This is kind of like EP running with a very classic 4 protect 1 strategy, yet there are 4 that need to be protecting the 1, don't really have anything. Like the Lina, if she had a Yule Scepter right now, then yeah, all her farm would actually be resulting into tangible benefits, but they're losing structures left and right, and it seems like Newbee still with this Aegis want to go for a little bit more. They still have a Pugna, guys, and Pugna pushes extremely quickly. Fissure's going to connect onto Piao, but with the mechanism with the Aegis, and with Fissure stolen, oh man, this is looking really bad. Is the Rubik... Yeah, he's still ranged, so he's not going to steal the melee form permanently, but this tower is dropping, and EP can't afford to lose tier 3s. It's only 17 minutes in the game. Ember Spirit, is he going to jump in, though? He's going to get the chance at 5400 with a Fissure. They'll blow up the Scarif Mage. That's a free snipe. And the tower is going to fall as well. The mechanism is going to be up in another 40 seconds, but Piao is just charging in right now, going for range, going for a little bit of melee. Laguna Blade going to snipe the Pugna. That's going to cut the pushing power of Newbee by quite a bit. And it looks like they will have to back off. Hookshot in, going to catch Melody Lovers right now, but into the snowball he goes. Shouch Blade is going to get beaten down by SC. However, Rubik also going to similarly die to the Lina. Echo Slam going to connect onto Melody Lovers, still alive for right now. He will get eventually brought down by Fawn. Yule Scepter finally picked up onto Piao. They'll take down the Aegis, but can they pick him up again? There's an LSA in 2 seconds. That's not quite going to be in time. He'll jump to the high ground. Should jump again. Should even jump again to be safe. Now he's so far away. Will straight TP out. Will be just fine. But still, a tier 3 drops. Newbee Young. They lose a couple of heroes, but I think that's okay.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate for Newbee there with Ivy not having the punk Nether Ward down. Lina really nice awareness, noticing that and just blows the Pugna up immediately. And Earthshaker picking up Blink from that. This was a really nice defense with a lot of nice results with Earthshaker. The Blink is so big. Also, Clockwork is very close to Blade Mail now, which is gonna be good, but it's not the item he really wants to go with. Shadowfang having BKB and Ember Spirit is not a hero you want to go Blade Mail against. It's not the most efficient item, it's just the one he has to go for.
Oh, and Fawn, he's going for BKB as well, but if he dies right now and he's completely surrounded, looks like he will, then he will have that item delayed. Snowball going to stun him up, and Fawn, he gets the mischance out, looking for Melee Lovers. The Walrus Punch won't even connect, but they kill off the Troll Warlord regardless of that fact. He's down for 45 seconds, no buyback, and Rubik once again stole Berserker's Rage. Super awkward for this Rubik. Gotta get in melee range, beat him with your stick. That's the best way to kill off creeps. Everyone knows that, but Troll Warlord getting it sniped, and I mean, EP, they still have some pretty relevant items in this game, especially that Blink Dagger and Shaker. I just don't know if it's going to be enough to actually hold should another push come from Newbee Young. And Newbee Young could also just wait out for another Roshan because they're still getting a lot of farm on Ember Spirit and Shadow Fiend, who are some pretty devastating late game heroes.
Yeah, this Earthshaker Blink is really saving grace for EP. Newbee Young could pretty much push anything they wanted, but this Echo Slam initiation power is probably enough for them to not go for the Raxus here on top lane.
Rubik, he's on the hunt right now. He's going to place an Observer Ward. He's not really looking for kills. I think he's just looking for a better spell steal, honestly. Berserker's Rage is pretty bad. Probably, like, close to one of the worst, with Darkness being the worst on the Rubik to steal, but, and no Night Stalker here. This tower is going to get slow siege by Newbee Young, although I don't really know how slow that truly is. Xiao Tulei, he's ready to jump in with a hook shot. They have an Echo Slam at the ready. There's not really a great position right now. Chain's going to land on Xiao Tulei. What got stolen? Probably Cogs? No, it's actually the Flare. That's actually a really nice one to steal. It's maxed out. It's going to give Newbee Young vision. And now Mer is just, you know, that's really what they want. Tower's going to drop, and Roshan, it's still not alive just yet, but it's a free objective for Newbee.
Yeah, the Rocket Spray can ruin Earthshaker's day as well with the ruining the initiation. Shadow Fiend going for Sanjasha, I really like this item pickup. He can siege a lot better with it, getting the efficient HP, and they can end with the next Aegis if they get it.
Well, right now it's going to be Piao, perhaps in a little bit of trouble. He has a Remnant somewhere as backup, so the smoke from EP, they're just going to call it quits and back off without even trying. I mean, I don't think they would have gotten that kill anyway. With the Mystic Flare and the Silence, they may have, but it's a super cautious play there from EP, and they're just going to have to batten up the hatches and try to prepare for this push. Seems like Newbee Young, they're not going to wait for another Aegis. They just want to go right now. Sanjayasha is complete and flying out. So this Shadow Fiend, man, mech Sanjayasha, BKB, 20 minutes in the game. That's an extraordinary amount of farm for any given hero.
Yeah, but Troll Warlord gonna be able to pick up BKB if he gets out of this.
Oh, and I don't know if he will. He's going to get lifted up. There's a fissure to help him disengage, perhaps, but Chains interrupts it once again. Vaughn's still surviving, but now here comes the Requiem. That'll kill off the Troll Warlord and drop Xiao Tulei super, super low. They'll take him down as well. It's a quick 2-kill for Newbee Young and EP. They still have their Echo Slam, which is nice, and SC does not have a BKB, nor does he have his Requiem, but I don't think that really matters. Like, there's no creeps here, but they'll take down the range axes regardless. The back protection being deactivated by mid lane pushing in. This is making the Echo Slam super awkward, and Lei's gonna have to go for it anyway. Lands a really good one onto 3, but I don't think that's enough because it didn't land to SC, who's still gonna take out the Scarif Mage and is still at full HP. He's swinging, he's hitting hard. Here comes Troll Warlord, forced to buy back, but only with the Lina. Lina's gonna die immediately. That was kind of brutal, and yeah, they don't actually kill off anyone in Newbee. Buying back on the Lina, it's Old Chicken and Fawn versus the world. EP, they're fighting for their tournament lives right now, but I don't know how much of a fight they could actually execute right now, since already one Rax has been taken, and Newbee can go for another set or go for Roshan soon. Seems like they'll back off. They'll make the cautious play, okay with the fact that they took down Raxes and got a ton of cash out of it.
Yeah, the Troll Warlord death when he was running back to base cost them so much. He had BKB, he needed 100 gold, he could have sold his Quelling Blade and gotten it, and that's an entire different game suddenly, because your Troll Warlord can just man up against the Shadow Fiend and bash him down quite fast if he's a bit lucky, and Newbee Young's Pangna might not be completely prepared. But this way they just got double kill before the fight even started. If he didn't have a chance, they tried to save the Troll Warlord with the hookshot, but it ended up him dying as well, and then the buybacks, and people just running in and dying one at a time. Desperation plays from EP there.
Well, 21-7. Newbee Young with a significant advantage in this stage. Piao, he has not gone for a Battle Fury build. It's actually a Manta style build for him, so a little bit more stats across the board, but crucially it's going to debuff him of the Silence on the Scarif Mage, but also the blind from the Troll Warlord, which may or may not be relevant. Oh, they get the jump in onto Old Chicken. They're going to pull it right back into Cogs, stolen by the Rubik. Hookshot in from the Clockwork, but Essie gets pushed out of it right now, and he's just wailing on the clock. That's an easy 2-kill again from Newbee Young, and now the push is going to come. It's the push part 2, and this time Lina has no buyback. This time Troll Warlord has no buyback. Hell, Troll Warlord doesn't even have his completed BKB yet because he keeps on getting sniped. I think this may be the last push of the game for Newbee Young.
No Echo Slam either. This is perfect for Newbee Young. There's nothing EP has to defend this Rax with. Everyone down. No BKB and no Echo. I don't see them defending this Rax. They have to defend the bottom racks or
Dire
Roshan. That's
structures
pretty
are
much their only chance
fortified.
right now. Unless Echo Slam
Radiant's
comes up in
top
time with
tower
the
is under
BKB on
attack.
troll as well. It's gonna be a bit
Dire's
closer.
middle tower is under
They're going to
attack.
need this Echo Slam to land
Dire's
on
middle
absolutely
tower has
everyone,
fallen.
and even if that happens, Rubik is ready with all his mobility tools to retaliate.
Dire's middle
Blasts
barracks
and
are under
right clicks will
attack.
take down the range racks, melee racks to
Radiant's
fall.
top tower
Lina's up
has
in
fallen.
17 seconds. EP lose the
Dire's
racks, so
middle
even if they
barracks
go right
has
now,
fallen.
even if they get a full 5-man wipe, that's just not going to cut it at this stage. Like, the amount of, first of all, just objective advantage that Newbee Young have right now is going to put them at a vast advantage, but that's also translating into a ton of items. Like, there's a Demon Edge on Shadow Fiend. That's just a ridiculous amount of damage at this stage. Rubik has all the mobility in the world. Pugna has a Rod of Atos, and there's 2 Glimmer Capes on the team. EP, this is probably going to be their last stand. If they don't win this fight, they're not going to win this game, and the Ice Shards will fly first. Chains in the back lines, and here comes a Shadow Fiend Requiem. Nothing interrupt. It's going to connect onto 4 heroes. That's going to instantly kill off 2 as Fawn's in the middle of everything, trying to get into the SC, but they're also not focusing down the Ember Spirit in this time. Fawn, he's still alive right now. It's still doing no damage, and that's going to be good game, well played, called. Newbee Young are going to knock EP out of the Douyu Cup, and they're going to move on to face Vici Gaming Potential.
Yeah, what a slaughter. The EP goes out with a Troll Warlord. This was a really nice early game, I think, from EP. They had some, and it wasn't really nice, it was pretty good. They had some chances, I thought, with Pugna having no clue what to do. Like, he ran around for so long, not knowing anything. Clockwork hitting level 6 so early. But some nice rotation of Newbee Young, especially the Tusk and the Rubik, just took control of mid early game, and Shadow Fiend being way too farmed, and they just took absolute control. And Troll didn't do anything this game, to be honest.
Troll Warlord, he got a ton of space, but just didn't translate that space into anything. The rotations from EP just not up to snuff versus Newbee Young. They actually have a rematch with them in a different tournament soon, if not now, so that should be pretty interesting for them. But for right now, guys, this is going to be the end of the day. Newbee Young, they're going to advance 2-1 in the Douyu Cup, facing up against Vici Gaming Potential. That's going to be happening tomorrow at same time, 8 CEST. We have a giveaway right after the stream, so stick around. I'm just going to set that up in the background. But, guys, it's been a pleasure casting for you guys. We hope you enjoyed the match. It's getting super early now for me, actually 6 a.m. Ugh. But, yeah, we'll set that one right up. And if you enjoyed the games, be sure to follow the stream right below. Follow us on Twitter at HeflaTV. You can follow myself at Mikelorus. You can follow my co-caster at Kefka Dota. And we'll both be right back for some Immortal giveaways. Subbing 1 to a subscriber, 1 to a viewer. That'll happen in just a little bit, guys. Don't go anywhere.